a D7?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Plus.
David Hume.
Leibniz, Gottfried Leibniz. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure. So did you have a long day of work today?
Well, you know, I call it work, but many people don't. I do a lot of thinking, and lately I've been thinking about contingent objects and contingent beings and their explanations, and if there is a necessary being to explain them.
I don't think there is a necessary being.
Well, you see, that's what I've been working on, and I use this principle I've come up with called the principle of sufficient reason, which says basically that everything has an explanation, nothing can be unexplained. Can you deny that?
No, that's true. I mean, everything does have an explanation. It's obvious. Everything comes from something else.
Yeah. So, how would you explain an infinite series of objects?
All right. So, for example, contingent object 1 comes from contingent object 2. Contingent object 2 comes from contingent object 3. So on and so forth.
Yeah.
That right there is sufficient enough to explain the infinite regression.
See, that's where I think you're wrong. I think there needs to be something separate from the infinite regress and necessary in itself to explain those. So, if it's separate and non-infinite, it's a necessary being. So let's change the thought experiment up a little bit, and let's say we have an infinite series of geometry books. One geometry book always coming from the previous one. Now, why are they geometry books? Why aren't they physics books, algebra books, or philosophy?
What is a necessary being anyways? I'm out of here.
Amateurs.